Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and following me on this crazy shinobi journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patron. So, last time on Naruto, we got a full, I don't want to say full scale, but full scale Puppet Master versus Puppet Master battle, and that was pretty awesome. The intensity behind their their whole body movements, but really their hand and finger movements was just crazy insane. I also don't think I talked about this in the last episode, but I appreciate Sakura reflecting back and being like, I will not be dead weight. I will save and protect my friends. And even though she basically blew herself up, she managed to escape the poison gas. And that is what is important. And yes, her Lady Chiyo bringing out the very first puppets that he ever made, the mom and the dad. Like, I know I talked about this, but what poetic justice it would be if he was defeated by mom, dad, and granny. Not saying he's not a good villain. He's good. He's diabolical. Really, really diabolical. But poetic justice. Or would that be irony? I don't know. This sunbeam is gonna get in my eyeball at one point. It's gonna be very distracting. Until that happens, though, let's watch this next episode because I don't really know what else to say. The other two teams are in a stalemate-ish, and we keep getting little snippets of their progress, but mostly we're focused on this puppet battle, which I appreciate, because if we were going to go back and forth between all this stuff, I don't think, like, fully go back and forth between all of it. I don't know if I can handle it. I say that. I'm going to those famous last words right there. All right, the Iron Sand. It's so silly. I literally watched the last episode like 5 minutes ago.
This is one of the original jutsu of the third Kazekage himself, adapted from one used by the former host of the Shukaku. It can mold particles of iron sand into any shape or weapon, forming the perfect weapon for every situation. The third had a special physical constitution that allowed him to convert his infused chakra into magnetic forces.
Interesting. But he learned it... The previous... Okay.
It is fundamentally different from the mother and father puppets of mine. It was made from a real person. Sasori is the only one who can produce human puppets. The puppet retains whatever chakra the body possessed in life.
Interesting.
The added benefit being, the puppet is able to use the same jutsu it could when it was alive. It's the great advantage that human puppets have over ordinary ones.
So his mom and dad are ordinary puppets?
This puppet is my favorite out of my whole collection.
Sakura, get out of here while you still can.
Lady Chiyo.
This is more than we bargained for. There is nothing else you can do. Not against that. But
Okay. If Lady Chiyo dies, I'm gonna cry.
Scattered showers!
no!
That's fascinating. There's a lot of chakra involved here.
You've made some changes, I see. And a chakra shield at that. A definite upgrade since I last played with them.
Okay, so now I'm starting to wonder if he lost his parents, so he made puppet parents because he lost his parents? Because I thought that he made them out of his parents. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I probably should go back and rewatch that. I think this is a very classic was not loved enough as a child. Maybe that's too mean saying that, but he seems to have some abandonment type issues at the very least. Huh? What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Let's see. Yes, I think it's time I attack both of you at once. Just to make sure you're really dead, I'll use my most lethal form.
Ah. Classic. Okay. How are we getting out of this mess?
One puppet, two people. Can't protect both. What do you say to that, you witch? Which of you will die?
Are the reinforcements gonna get here? Now I think about it, that was a thing. Naturally, that's when the opening starts. But seriously, I remember, oh my gosh, I remember in that moment, in this moment, I guess, that there are reinforcements on the way. I really hope they get there in time. I really, really hope they do. Or help the stalemate. Because now Kakashi and Naruto are too far away, so that's probably going to be its own big battle thing that's going to happen. She chose to protect Sakura. Lady Chiyo.
Just an arm, but still rigging your own body.
What?
We puppet masters are all alike.
What? What? Ah!
Your face is exactly the same. You haven't aged. Of course. Now I understand.
Understand what? What are we understanding? How he looks young forever?
Once the iron sand gets in, it's the end of the line. The puppet's useless. So, Granny, what now?
I have questions. So many questions. Ooh, flashback time. So, in essence, was he raised by his grandma? They probably went somewhere on a mission or something, and they never came back. It's even more saddening when there's no words. It's like, not even saddening, more powerful when there are no words.
No, it can't be.
Oh, see, I say that now there are words. I'm gonna cry. Also, there's sunlight in my eyeball.
Curse you, white fang of the leaf.
Oh my gosh. No, I get it. Ah! Ah! Oh my gosh, I have chills. I have chills.
Come on, up you get.
No, no, no. You can't do a Zabuza Haku on me. You can't. You can't do it. Oh. I'm gonna start crying. No.
Granny Chio, can we stop for a snack on the way back?
You want a snack? I don't see why not.
My eyes are dry. They are dry. Door creep up. As far as grannies go, that's a really great granny trick. I remember my grandma used to tell me the story of the three bears with a doll.
Everything in here is yours to use as you please. I want you to try and build your own puppet.
My own puppet?
See, and because he was lonely, he made a mom and dad puppet. That's so sad. Why? I know I said that I liked when villains have a depth of character, but this is too much! Is this when it all changed? That look, it was so blissful, and then it got real dark. God, sun.
Take away all of their puppets, and even the greatest masters are nothing.
I know Lady Chio's got more than that, right? Or Sakura, or the backup. Somebody. You know what would also be really great? If Kankuro was able to come back and defeat him. That would also be another great, somewhat poetic justice. Again, I don't know if I'm using that correctly, but man.
Run? Run away and leave Lady Chio to face him alone? No. There must be something. There has to be something that even I can do.
I'm glad you believe in yourself. And then the music kicks in. I love it.
Yes, there is something. One thing.
What is it? What you gonna do?
You can use me to fight him. Yes, that's it. That's what I can.
Ah.
Puppet, but a puppet with a difference. My body's made of flesh and blood. He can't stop me with that iron sand.
Yeah, but he could still severely hurt you.
You're right. The third Kazekage's magnetic forces render puppets made of iron and steel useless.
Exactly. Like my teacher, I can fight with my bare hands.
Not this again.
I love that Chio also is like moving with it. Oh, that's just so cool. Causing waves.
How dare you!
She knocked him back, and he's like, how dare you? Oh, so good.
That's just the beginning!
Ah, there's the end. Oh, that was so good. I mean, I do get it. I'm not trying to make fun of Sasori in any way, but he was just like, oh, how dare you? And I'm like, but also, how dare you? Like, oh, it was so good. And then just seeing the fighting spirit in her eyes, oh, it's so good. And, like the fact that her and Chio are like moving at they're just so in sync. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Guys, it's so good. Oh, I'm also getting very blinded by the sun. Oh, I hate it. I am glad that we didn't really go to those other battles that much. I'm glad we focused on this one. This next phase of this battle should be very interesting since Sakura is like a human puppet in a different sense than the other ones are human puppets. I just have questions about that. I want to know, though, what Lady Chio was thinking when she was like, oh, I understand, when she flashed back to him looking the same. Did it have to do with being inside the puppet? Also, I'm very confused. Is she also inside a puppet? Because she had a fake arm. Or does she just always had a fake? She only has one arm. Or maybe the other, I don't know. I don't know. I have questions about how that works. Similarly, I want to know if the reinforcements are going to come, who they're going to run into, who they're going to be able to help. Because at first I was like, oh, they should be able to help those that are at a stalemate. That would make the most sense. And then I was like, oh, they should help our puppet friends because now Kakashi and Naruto are too far away. But this might turn around for the better. I don't know. I don't even want to say better. Just might turn things around or at least change it so it's like the battle's in its next kind of phase. I feel like a lot of these battles evolve. There's just like one thing is going well and then somebody else pulls out something else and so they have the upper hand and the other person pulls out something and then they have the upper hand. It's a lot of back and forth. It allows a lot of levels. I feel like this battle is evolving to its next level and I'm very curious and anxious to see what happens next in that front. But I just have so many questions about it. I am upset that they pulled a Zabuza Haku on me and making me feel bad for Sasori. Yes, when I said at the beginning he wasn't, or maybe this was last episode, I don't know. Yes, he was not loved enough as a child because he didn't have his parents and he had his granny who tried to love him just as much and tried to teach him the ways of the puppet master. I don't know. The bliss that he had on his face when his puppet parents were hugging him and then they fell and then he just had that look and I'm like, was that the day it changed or was he always like that? I know I said this before. I love when villains have like depth and history, but also why you gotta do this to me? Why you gotta do this to me? It's fine. Everything's fine. He's not quite on that level yet. I don't like him as much as I love the Zabuza Haku dying in each other's arms type of thing, but this is pretty up there. This is pretty up there. Okay. I'm done for this week. So, thank you all so much for watching and following me on this crazy shinobi journey and watching me freak out and have a moment, having several moments, having moments every episode, every week, twice a week. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. And until next time, bye.